Hocus Pocus is a movie that I'm a fan of. I saw it for the first time not too long ago, like within the last year. And then I looked up the Rotten Tomatoes critic score for Hocus Pocus. And I was like, wow, this score is low. I don't actually remember exactly what the score is, but I remember looking at it being like, wow, that's low. It's either rotten or the score is like in the 60s, and I don't get that at all because I really enjoy a movie. I don't get what the problems are with it. I think the movie looks good. I think the Free Witches are entertaining villains to watch. I think the acting is good. I think the movie's well written. The story is well told. I like the relationship between the main boy and his little sister. It seems pretty realistic to me, where they'll get annoyed at each other. She calls him a jerk face sometimes during the movie, or he's like, shut up. But at the end of the movie, we see that he absolutely loves his little sister because he's obviously thinking, I'm not going to let these witches take her. One of the witches even says, basically you're sacrificing yourself to protect her. That's foolish. But they end up being defeated. However, it's a powerful moment because we see there that they do love each other. Yeah, they'll get annoyed with each other, which is completely normal for siblings. It's always going to happen. They're always going to, at some points, drive each other nuts, or there's going to be times where they're not happy with each other, sure, but at the end of the day, they love each other, and that's not ever going to change. I think this movie does a good job of showing that, where she teases him at some points during the movie, like, "Ooh, you love her, don't you?" And he'll be like, "Ugh, shut up." But ultimately, he shows through his actions that he does love her. I like that you have that guy who we see right at the beginning of the movie. He also had a little sister that he tried to save. He wasn't successful. Then when we see him as this black cat, we can tell he's lived with guilt for a long time that I couldn't save her. But then at the end of the movie, he actually is reunited with her. I think it's quite powerful. So I don't get why it is this movie has a low critic score on Rotten Tomatoes, because honestly, if you talk to people about this movie, I think a lot of them would say, yeah, it's really good. It's a fun, entertaining movie. A lot of people watch it yearly on a yearly basis around Halloween. So I don't get why its critic score on Rotten Tomatoes isn't very high. I think it absolutely should be higher than it is. It should be at least at an 80%. Therefore, it's pretty fascinating to me.